Hey guys, welcome to The Happening Online. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, it's our vision that we would see you get one step closer in your relationship with Jesus.
Yes, we have some random and fun stuff coming your way, as well as some awesome worship and content.
We hope you guys enjoy.
Reporting live from the forest. My name's Ben, and today we're going to answer some serious questions. You know, what are birds? What are birds, right? We all ask that question. Are they real? What do they do? What are their purpose? Well, you know, there's a very fun activity we all can do in our spare time, and it's called bird watching. This is Bird Watching with Ben. Good afternoon, everybody. It's so great to see you. I'm so glad that we're all here together, walking through nature together, enjoying a nice day. And I know what you're thinking. What's the first step in bird watching? And I'll tell you what the first step in bird watching is. You got to know what kind of birds you're looking for, right? We got to know. We just got to figure it out, right? So, the best way to find out what birds are in the area, what to look for and everything, you got to ask the locals. So you got to find the help from the locals that are around the area, right? And so what's the most local thing to a bird? A squirrel, right? So first off, you got to find a squirrel, give it a little interrogation, figure out what it knows about birds and everything, and then you'll know just what to do when you find a bird, because I mean, we all know bird watching goes both ways.
Look, I just flipped the switch. I don't know nobody else.
Go. I think it's a monkey. What is it?
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to talk about our first bird. Won't you come along and journey with me? You see that over there? That's a bluebird. They come from the sky, which is also blue, and they do many things as sing the blues and sing songs that aren't the blues, such as I'm Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die. So they're really great. They're also very ill-tempered. So if you mess with them too much, they're likely to kind of snap back at you because they have a bad temper. You know, that's what I hear a lot about birds, not drones. Why did I say drones? I didn't say drones. But birds have a bad temper. But you know, one other cool thing that you might like to know, we talk about a bird that's in most people's yards. You can ask your local squirrels about it. But a mockingbird, right? Mockingbirds. They're everywhere. Can't tell you what they look like because I don't know. But apparently they do this little dance that's almost robotic-like. So right now I'm going to attempt to find a mockingbird by doing a robotic dance, all right? Is that one? Sir! He went. He left. It's fine. He left. But, oh, there's another one. All right, up there. That's called a blur-speckled wallaby. Isn't that amazing, kids? Wow. Oh, my goodness. And just like that, look at that whole flock of birds flying over our head. Wow. Is that a bald eagle? Whoa. Happy America! And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, wasn't that an amazing display of birds we saw all within like 15 seconds in my backyard? That's amazing. And so I have one last cool bird fact for you. Okay? So we talk about mockingbirds, how they're always like mocking and making fun of us and stuff, aka my friends. But the real mockingbird is a dove. You see a dove? We see doves in church. Did you know that they're just doing an impersonation of an owl? Yeah. They can make their propellers sound exactly like an owl. So you think you hear a they are just trying to make themselves sound like an owl so that they can get closer to you. Isn't that crazy? Because we're all so excited about owls because they have the big eyes and you know what I mean? Type stuff like that. But the crazy thing is, they're just mocking owls. They're just mocking them. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Birdwatching with Ben. Remember, birdwatching goes both ways. I'm not just to get what I want. But tell me there's a better way. All of the lights are chasing now fade. All the cheap thrills are only time wasted. Tell me why society's plan should define the why. Oh, surely there's a highway. And all of my best friends are sick of pretending. We want the truth. My best friends are sick of pretending. We want the truth. So much is missing, so give us the real thing. I know it's you, I know it's you.
Right now, in this moment, think of the dreams in your heart. The dreams you have of one day living a life that's meaningful, a life full of joy, a life full of so many blessings it's impossible to count. Right now, in this moment, think of the desires you have, the desire to see justice in the world, the desire for your life to be whole. Right now, in this moment, imagine the life you want, the life you've always wanted, a life where you're living on purpose with significance and calling. Imagine that life. And right now, in this moment, let me be honest with you. All the things you've dreamed up, all the things you desire, all the things you've imagined, they're great, but God's got better. Deuteronomy 30. Here's what will happen. While you're out among the nations where God has dispersed you, and the blessings and curses come in just the way I set them before you, and you and your children take them seriously and come back to God, your God, and obey Him with your whole heart and soul, according to everything that I command you today. God, your God, will restore everything you lost. He will have compassion on you. He'll come back and pick up the pieces from all the places you were scattered. No matter how far away you end up, God, your God, will get you out of there and bring you back to the land your ancestors once possessed. It will be yours again. He will give you a good life and make you more numerous than your ancestors. God, your God, will cut away the hard calluses on your heart and your children's hearts, freeing you to love God, your God, with your whole heart and soul and live. Really live. God, your God, will put all these curses on your enemies who hated you and were out to get you, and you will make a new start. Listening obediently to God, keeping all His commandments that I'm commanding you today. God, your God, will outdo Himself in making things go well for you. You'll have babies, get calves, grow crops, and enjoy all around good life. Yes, God will take delight in prospering you again, making things go well for you, just as He enjoyed doing it for your ancestors, but only if you listen obediently to God, your God, and keep the commandments and regulations written in this book of Revelation. Nothing half-hearted here. You must return to God, your God, totally, heart and soul, holding nothing back. This commandment that I'm commanding you today isn't too much for you. It's not out of your reach. It's not on a high mountain. You don't have to get mountaineers to climb the peak and bring it back down to your level and explain it before you can live it. And it's not across the ocean. You don't have to send sailors out to get it, bring it back, and then explain it before you can live it. No, the word is right here and now. As near as the tongue in your mouth, as near as the heart in your chest. Just do it. He's got more than you could ever ask for. He's got more than you could ever imagine. God's got more for you. Map out your life, He'll map it better. Plan out your steps, He'll plan them better. We serve a God who doesn't meet our expectations. He exceeds our expectations. He has charted your course, but in order to take the course, you must make the choice to follow Him, the choice to obey Him every day, every hour, every second. There's a choice to make. To obey even when it doesn't feel good, to follow even when you don't know where you're headed, to trust even when you feel doubt creeping in. His way will look different than yours, but His way is always better than yours. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. I call heaven and earth to witness against you today that I have set before you life and death, blessing and curse. Therefore, choose life that you and your offspring may live. Loving the Lord your God, obeying His voice, and holding fast to Him, for He is your life and length of days, that you may dwell in the land that the Lord swore to your fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give them. The promise is in front of you. It'll look different than you imagine, but better than you ever could have dreamed. The course God has planned for your life is always available, and it's always good. But remember this, the choices you make determine the course you take.
You marched me out in freedom into the promised land. Now I will not forget you, God. I'll sing of all you've done. Death is swallowed up forever by the fullness of His love. As you stepped into my Egypt, you took me by the hand. You marched me out in freedom into the promised land. Now I will not forget you, God. I'll sing of all you've done. Death is swallowed up forever by the fullness of His love. Oh, 'cause you're the God who fights for me, Lord of every victory. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You have torn apart the sea, led me through the deep. Hallelujah.